So it's Tuesday night, you're sitting here with your girl scrolling up Pornhub, and then you're thinking, hey, why can't I do that? Why can't I like a rock star? This is everything you need to know about my personal anabolic porn star cycle. What's going on, boys? Kai here from Formula Secrets. If you're completely brand new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, that little red button down there. Go ahead, hit that, because I'll promise you I'll elevate your life overall. So let's just dive right into it, boys. This is one of my favorite cycles that I do personally. Why? Because it makes you perform in bed like a rock star. One of my very first things that I want to talk to you guys about is my personal experience of Proviron, which is hands down one of the best ones, because imagine, right, getting vein popping effects all over the place, especially on your. So when it comes to that, guys, not only that, it makes you look bigger. I promise you it does. So for some of you guys that are a little bit smaller and down there, it actually makes you look bigger. So imagine being flaccid, but yet it still looks like you're hung like a horse. Imagine when you are actually fully erect and it makes it look so much bigger. That's one of the best part about Proviron. Not only that, it makes everything feels good. It gives you vascularity. It gives you a good pump. And for some odd reason, it makes you last a little bit longer instead. Now, that could just be my personal take on it, but for some reason when I add that towards my cycle, it really makes you last a little bit longer in bed. The next part about that, because again, by the way, that's exactly what Proviron does. It makes everything feel so much better. You get more vascularity, your thing looks bigger, and it just belongs within this cycle. And everything I just mentioned, it does that for me. And that's my personal experience when it comes to Proviron. And that's why I love using that on top of this stack. The next one I want to talk about is Caber. Now, for some people, they use that as a anti-prolactin with their experience. The way I use it, since I have no problem with spikes when it comes to prolactin, even if I'm on a 19 nor like Trent or NPP, I use that for the fun side of benefits of Caber Goal Line. So imagine this, right? Imagine you're in bed and you've already had your orgasm and your girl's wanting more and you can't go anymore. If I add Caber Goal Line when it comes to my stack, I could come as many times as I want, just like her. Oh, okay, you want to keep going again? You want to go round 3, round 4, round 5? I'm able to do that as well. So it's one of those things where it's weird. The way it's really a weird phenomenon. It's like by the time I'm, done having my orgasm the first time, I could go again, I go the second time, and the third time. Now, the only drawback to that is that your load is going to be as big as your first one, or your second one, or your third one, because it is a little bit comical. By the time you're going and you're having your orgasm the 4th or 5th time, it's like, that's the best way I can describe it. It's like, it's a little thing, but at the same time that you're still able to keep going. And that's the whole fun part about that. The fact you're able to keep going and keep up with your girl, because girls have zero refractory period, as in they can come as many times as they want to. Now we're able to keep up with that as well. And I feel like that should belong in any type of porn star cycle when it comes to my experience. The next one now, we're gonna go over into my favorite oils when it comes to this. Oh, no, wait. No. Let's not forget my favorite one that I just implemented, a couple of months ago, which is Cialis. The reason why I love Cialis way over Viagra is just that it makes you sensitive down there without having the need to force that erection. Because I mean, I've taken Viagra before and it hurts. After a while, I don't want to have a boner for the next 5 hours. I kind of just want to have it for an hour or two. That's the difference between my experience with Cialis and Viagra. With Cialis, it's a little bit more controlled. You're a lot more sensitive, but at the same time, even though you're sensitive, here's another weird phenomenon, you don't instantly come right away. It's one of those weird things to where you could have a hard-on, but at the same time, you're sensitive, and on top of that, you don't come easily. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. Either way, it's still awesome. Moving on to the next oils. Obviously, not everyone that I have met has the same exact effect when it comes to this compound, but this is my personal experience, which is Tren. Some guys experience Tren, so obviously they're not gonna get any type of benefits when it comes to this stuff. But with me, the way I react to Tren is amazing type of libido, amazing type of sex drive. My is harder. I look a lot more vascular as well, and anything that would just brush up against me, it would pretty much just give me the exact same effect as, say, I don't know, Viagra right then and there. It makes it that sensitive as well. And another part of that as well that I've experienced is the sex drive. It is one of those things to where if I don't, I need to have sex. And if I don't have sex, I absolutely need to It's one of those things to where the drive is unrelentless. The drive is constantly there. The drive just keeps going no matter what. It's like one of those things to where the primitive side inside of me is practically going the entire time. And then the base of all of this on top of everything else. And when it comes to personal experience, one of my athletes who recently just tried Trend for the very first time, his experience is this: the sex drive was so much that he was waiting in line, right? He was waiting in line for his plane at the terminals. And he said it didn't matter what the girl looked like. The moment he saw her right through her yoga pants, he literally had to cover his jump because it works that quickly. So for anybody out there who'd be wondering the sex drive of that, that's how insanely good that is. You don't need, you don't need to like, okay, I'm about to have sex, let me concentrate, let me make sure. No, none of that shit. It's not supposed to be like that. The moment you're in that part of the relationship, you're able to perform like that. The next part is obviously my base, which is testosterone. You can't start any base. It doesn't matter what cycle I'm on, I'm always going to add test into it because, again, it's hands down one of the best compounds I've ever used when it comes to the foundation. Trend wouldn't react the way it acted if it wasn't to test. Proviron wouldn't react the way it does with me if it wasn't for test. Same thing with Cialis, same thing with Caber Gold Line. So if anybody out there is looking to try out for the next Pornhub audition or the casting couch, this would be my personal stack when it comes to my personal anabolic porn star cycle. Till next time, boys, hit that subscribe button. Right next to that, hit that notification bell. Kai here, from the Secrets here, out. Take care, fellas.